out. whzy right at the ready.
Yeah, attempted a little bit of an audio bait there from Camo as the swing gets ready to come through. paTiTek already cleared out. Now Camo going to be taken down. That spike immediately is going to be pivoted back towards B. No. Cuts across through mid. I like the approach here under tube. Levius in position though, striking. Penny going to be down on the floor. Serial dead. Keiko able to fight back for one, but needs a hell of a lot more. And those are some snappy shots!
I suggest you move.
Maneuvers starting to come out here from Bilibili as they look to try to get into position here. Push forward past garage. Sight, however, wide open. Levius leaving it for the taking. Waits out the reckoning. Spike now going to be planted.
They're going to be coming from a lot of different angles. Bilibili, very patient, very diligent team.
Rushia going to be noted there around the back. Paranoia going to be sent off the back of that Dizzy, and that's going to be Levius now taken down. Serial able to find nephh, and Team Liquid looking good to secure themselves a win here in the anti-bonus. Remaining players of Bilibili now arriving over onto the side. Full connection on the flash. whzy has the tuck back. Camo on the peak, able to find K9, finding Rushia. And now it's just whzy to see if he can put a dent in this Liquid squad at all. Liquid are going to be able to go ahead and tie up this affair. whzy once again, full flash connecting, has to drop down off the back of yellow. Liquid though slowing down a bit as the thrash is going to be invested. whzy at risk now, completely and utterly detained. paTiTek able to just run him down. Gets right in on top of him, spots out the legs of nephh. Gets himself a second kill. Rushia able to peel back one. Penny does get taken down, but paTiTek on a mission finds himself a third. Now it's just Rushia. Quick little taste. For now, still a bit slow here. whzy can find the headshot. Tail wins out, but you mentioned before, Camo has that ult online, so not dead yet. We'll see if he's going to be able to find an elimination to earn that life back. No, Rushia will quickly put him back into the grave. Still though, a 1-for-1 exchange. Now traded up. Now equalizes whzy on the repeat, able to find one, and it's a messy.
They've got a lockdown. Do some damage. Penny.
Where's he going to go? Okay, back towards Snowman here.
They threw a fake smoke into spawn to try to confuse him, but he's shut down.
They have eyes on it. nephh gets himself on the board with that kill, undoing potential backstab. whzy on the peak, still managing to find that kill before getting taken down. nephh gets himself a second. So now it's going to be the player advantage here for the side of Bilibili. Lurk up here from paTiTek, but Levius reading this suspicious. Sends out a timing on that nano swarm, but damage not to be found. Gets another one though, and this one does manage to tag up paTiTek just a bit. Lockdown now. Going to be sent through. paTiTek does have the fragment. Could try to clear it instead. Looks to try to get a catch there onto K9 and is able to do so. He's going to be in such a rough spot. He needs to clear this out, but he's not going to be allowed to do it. Spike planted a 1v1. Camo tagged up a bit. Scales forward, gets himself past the wall. Does Rushia have any idea at all? Goes for the tap. Seems like he is reading that he's going to be nearby. Camo going for the 3-2-1. Pushes it.
That's what I'm seeing here from Bilibili, getting aggressive early towards B main. This might catch Team Liquid a little bit off guard. Keiko finally turning.
Turns back, and he's going to have to jump, and it's a 1-2 tap. Rushia whzy knocked out of the park to push forward into the smoke, and Levius dead to rights. Camo perfectly poised, and now it's just nephh and K9. With not much left to be done. There's the spot out, but nephh somehow comes away taking the brunt of the damage here.
With open arms. Again, aggressive positionings from Bilibili. Like the ideas. Team Liquid read it so well.
Pretty much everybody spotted out. Let's get the drone tag onto Camo. Rushia trying to
They're waiting for this.
From the side. Yeah, K9, he's here to try to back him up, and Rushia comes away with that elimination, forces out the not dead yet. Now they can just back away, try to wait out this ultimate. They're just sprinting out of here. whzy sticks around for a little bit, but can't tell when out to safety, and Camo is right back into the fray. Just handed him a resurrection on a silver platter.
He's a madman.
Peeking alongside the wall, trying to see if anyone plays here at Pipes, but Team Liquid, they pump the brakes exactly when they need to.
I mean, whzy, he is known for being just a wild player.
There's the up and over the top, but have the secondary peek in from Camo. Gives them the advantage back into their hands, and Rushia's just getting overwhelmed. Line up there, but Levius only able to collect on one.
Spike planted.
And he down to a sliver, the jump up over the top. nephh able to find the first. Serial does fall. 20 health here on the Omen. Keiko unscathed so far, and they're just going to look to try to double stack here. Got this backside position now separating a bit. He's up and over the top. He's just got no idea. 2 more rounds to play here in the half. There's the pit, now finally going to be infested. Levius is able to find 1. Penny going to be taken down, but he does eat quite a bit of damage. Down to 2 HP here is the killjoy. paTiTek just spraying through, catches a stray, and rushia gets taken down. Push forward through all the walls, all the smokes, but whzy is here this time. And he's coming up with the goods. Camo Serial both going to be eliminated. Levius gets team killed by K-Knight as we are diving into the depths of chaos. paTiTek Levius going to be making his way across the map. Be in position as whzy is just absolutely screwed. Fragment at his feet, previously tagged up, but paTiTek now going to be on the floor. Resible, but Camo and Penny both end up falling. Serial able to fight back for 1. Sees his teammate there on the floor, would love to try to go for the res, but just cannot make it happen. It's far too risky. You at the same time, lurking forward here in towards kitchen. The turret does reveal. That should lead Bilibili to realize that there's going to be this rotate across. We'll certainly have it confirmed here in a moment as the spike gets ready to be planted. They're going to go pushing out through a main, though, trying to get a wrap around across into green.
Got a ton of util here for this retake. You've still got Levius' ult, but
Because
are
we're
you
going to be
gonna
hearing
ready?
all of this.
Yeah, for the backstab.
Oh yeah!
Footsteps certainly going to be noted. Thrash now to just try to slow down the approach here. Trying to get a catch, but will not be able to find one. But Keiko getting closer. Circling them here as the lockdown is invested. He's going to play it patiently now. Striking, finds 1. Lockdown going to be cleared out. Gets away. Sliding back to safety. Spike now, Levius getting started. A bounce there, not able to find it. Drop down, Serial taken out. Keiko trying to make this happen. Has to go for the repeat and rush
A, but where they start is rarely where they will finish.
Double push, Keiko able to find 1. paTiTek on that timing, trying to swing out, but it's an immense amount of damage and will actually just get wall banged out. whzy able to find him there with the Sheriff in the end, so player advantage to Bilibili. He's going to go creeping up the tube, this double push. Do they notice at all? The turret certainly is going to. nephh now maybe with an opportunity, but actually doesn't go for the peek outside window. He's trying to play this still quietly, but he's getting encroached upon here as Camo rotating around the back, but he's got knife out. That's when nephh does strike. Stealing sight. Sent out as whzy. Poison orb now going to be sent up. Serial not spotting out anything here. The swing in, there's a spot, and Serial will be able to find the headshot. Stealing sight. Taken care of. Paranoia now going across. rushia
Spike down.
on the floor as well. 2-player advantage now for the side of Team Liquid. The Spike's position confirmed. Team Liquid once again looking good to close out this anti-bonus. Take some real heroics for BLG to try to drag this round back in.
For sure. They're going to try to go towards the other side of the map. Maybe use K-Knight. He can sell it with a recon here. But they're still thinking about B. Oh, goodness.
Not quite able to find it. Been a hell of a shot.
Is Levius going to challenge them? He's just going to tuck in. And they're just going to send whzy out on his own.
left.
Look at BLG here, playing isolated. Just trying to find an open side, but got a little bit of a spot there on the paTiTek. You're going to lose K-Knight. Everything's crumbling. Losing a couple players early. Oh, boy, hold on.
And might have a bit of a messy fight here. It's okay. rushia just has him lined up. Keiko and Camo.
Standing ahead.
Dead off the rip.
What happened?
Not sure either way. rushia goddamn lucky with it. whzy going for the push. Looks for the transfer. And is able to find it. It's down to 1 HP. Regen shield will reinforce him a bit, but paTiTek now all alone. Got to be wondering what in the hell happened outside of B. Finds the kill, but
I
there's
think that's the better play here. I think playing for retake, definitely going to be the wiser option. And I think suits this comp pretty well.
whzy on the peak, drops down, back of screens. Some very dangerous movements here from the Jet, but does go unpunished. The spike now gets planted. So hanging back, 3 players going to be remaining here on the site to try to defend this. Not much as far as post-plant util is going to be concerned here as the peek out over the top. nephh is able to find 1 Camo. Good for a kill onto whzy, but the wheels are certainly coming off as nephh gets himself a 3K. Potential for the 4th. Penny says no, fights back. Finds 2, but needs to get 4. K-Knight noise going to be made there on the rope as he gets the tap. He's swinging around the back of sight, though. Knows that this Omen is going to be low on HP. Has the shock darts at the ready. Penny, a bit of damage in, swings out.
Well, nephh He's actually gotten underneath Boiler.
Camo's dead. paTiTek does find the timing. Does get the catch, so have to take it down. That lurk no longer a concern here for Liquid, but ooh. And now, no command out. Trying to go for the suppresses. Spike does get planted. Rushia gonna be taking down the push out of the wall there. whzy able to collect one, drops down. He's point blank alongside this one. He's still finding more. Penny taken down. Levius in range. It's the spray and break. 1-2-2 fan out from Team Liquid. Peak coming in. Camo. Well,
Yeah, paTiTek knows what's happening.
okay, going to be going through. Levius not letting credence to this side of the map.
Oh, nephh.
nephh is here along the bottom, and Serial gets the one tap with the Guardian. This round has gotten completely and utterly away from BLG. Since the moment that whzy had died, it seemed like they just didn't know what else to do. It's going to be Team Liquid now fighting back. Bring that gap down to just 2 rounds.
10 seconds left.
This K9 seems like he wants to get his ultimate online no matter what. It will be in death.
This is kind of one of these rounds for BLG where they start spreading out to invest a lot of resources inside of it, because you've got to expect the thrash and other things are coming. Here goes whzy.
Another attempt here. As Mosh landing right there top of tube, and he's going to be out to the open, and Penny. whzy just not spotting him whatsoever.
That's a beautiful combo play. We've seen whzy try to get up on that tube before, and there was a good answer for Team Liquid when he digs back into that well.
And he wanted to get the punish, but the Cove was there. Have to protect it as now the pit is going to be there on the back end. Reckoning sent as well. Everything in the kitchen sink pretty much getting invested here for the side of BLG, just wanting to lock in that map point. Rushia here alongside the push forward. Camo going to be taken down, instantly pops the ult, and Keiko is able to find one as the wingman is just going for the defuse. They narrowly are able to interrupt it. nephh coming up big. Looks for a bit more, but falls to the wayside. Hunter's Fury now out wide. Gets the tag. Looks for the kill, cannot find it. K9, he's just not going to be able to get there in time because it was previously held to half. Team
Scaling
Liquid
forward to make this post plant so difficult. Serial gets the spot, and he's ready with the mosh to set up Penny. Very nicely done. nephh here almost takes matters into his own hand.
BLG very quickly wanted to try to get the take here on the site, and this time whzy not going to be taken down off the rip. Finds the kill. Penny does fall down as Levius on the lurk, similarly intercepting paTiTek, causing chaos, as well as disinformation here for Team Liquid. They can't really focus on trying to get a retake on the B site when they know that Levius is going to be in the back line. Serial, though, gets off of it, realizing that just doesn't have the time to try to flush out this KJ, and that bites him in the rear. BLG, a 5v2. As they look to get themselves up to 12. The peak, Keiko's not spotting him out, and that means whzy is able to collect the kill onto Camo completely. Pretty much at all in this map. He'll go for it, hits the shot. Haven't been keeping complete track, but typically these rounds, when whzy dies first, BLG have not been able to close them out.
That's helping that econ rating. See a little bit more of that.
Still though, BLG do get themselves a lion's share of the site for free. Just looking for a timing shot there, but unable to find it. K will expire. Spike now planted the thrash. Gonna be sent forward here. Trying to get the catch, and does manage to detain one, but not sure if they're gonna be able to spill forward fast enough to try to find the punish here. Weapons about to be recovered. The lockdown going through as well. Tuck back, they're able to avoid getting detained. 4v4 now on the retake. Still just that operator in hand. The push forward there, not reading K9's position, and they're not calming it either. Keiko taking down the drop. K9 finding himself a third, maybe on for the fourth, as it is just Penny, the hometown hero, to try to make it happen, but with age.
Quite interesting. whzy plays the Neon on Lotus a lot, taking first contact. It's a little bit of damage, but is at least able to clear the space.
Exchange of some shots. They want to go ahead and re-clear this barrage position. They're able to do so, but Keiko out here at window. Comes up with one. Well, not really able to find too much there off the flash, as Russia's going to be noted. Sends out a paranoia, but there's just too many bodies here in window, as Penny is cooking them! Levius and K9 both burning to death. nephh is able to find Camo, but he's going to get caught.
players on that side of the map.
Curveball connecting on the two. Penny gets one, looks to just go ahead and get out. Camo swinging in from the top of the ramp is able to find that elimination, just trading it out, trying to keep protected as Penny holds his ground for another. 2 players now left alive with Levius down at 36.
30 seconds
This is
left.
very doable for Team Liquid as the shock darts absolutely tear K9 asunder. 55 HP here on the Sova. paTiTek can get the quick peek here with this Outlaw. Any amount of damage, come away with the kill. Plays it patiently, sets up the recon, quick clear, the spot out. K9 able to find one, Levius gets himself a third, and there's the fourth.
But for now, kind of rotation, and it's shut down. Camo.
K9 just trying to keep interest on this side of the map, but the rest of Bilibili ready to push forward, but whzy in a great position to get the jump there. Headshot does connect, and Penny ends up on the floor. Paranoia, dodge, Serial trying to hold down the site. He's unable to do so. whzy eventually does get flushed out. K9 now starting to make his way around here on this very long, deep lurk. Wire cleared, a couple shots narrowly, not connecting. There's K9 now hearing, seeing the jump, but not able to come away with the kill.
Oh, and nephh is very ready for it.
Camo try to get the backstab, but now he's going to be spotted. nephh, the very moment that they needed him. The clearance gets line of sight. Does manage to get that kill. Keiko with the Vandal gets 2 nasty taps. And suddenly, Team Liquid on for this round win. whzy does manage to break open the A site a bit. Fast lane to try to delay. Weapons, maybe one can be recovered. Serial reroutes and looks like he's going to do just that. So we'll be able to pick it up. Still just going to be Penny here. Hand it over now. Gets the Vandal, and that run it back could certainly come into play. And it's going to. Swing timing, whzy able to find one, but now it is all on nephh. Intercepts the Phoenix, cancels the ult.
Just one flash.
Slowly drifts back, gets himself tucked in over it long. Time ticking, getting lower and lower. The tap, the push forward, the headshot. He's gonna re-swing! Another Rolling Thunder. He's just about at the halfway mark as there's a ping reveal out onto paTiTek. Look at them trying to stun him out, but it's gonna be Keiko actually. Over towards Sewer, who gets caught. Very pacey hit here from the side of Bilibili. As now there's a Hunter Spear, they're all scattering to the wind. rushia trying to collect, but cannot. Camo doing well to find that kill. They've got 2 players tagged up. Penny now trying to get the heals coming in. Serial trading it back as whzy falls. Penny finding nephh. Camo finding K9. And suddenly Levius, last one standing. Eats the relay bolt. Finds Serial. The low HP member. You see, I mean, Camo sliding around the back. There is not a tripwire set up to intercept him. It's just the one in window, so no real way to try to get a read on this one. Yeah, that doesn't do that. And Camo now striking as they try to escape. They're all going to be corralled into the corner. Gets himself another headshot there. K9 taken down to 50. nephh still fighting though. Comes up with 2. Looks for a little bit more. whzy on the pop of the overdrive. Instantly gets the elimination. And that now leaves Keiko all by himself. The swing coming in. Eventually is able to find that kill. Can he escape is the question. nephh is on the hunt. On the prowl, pushing forward. Waiting for him to come down the round, something that we haven't really been seeing too much, and a lot of patience will be rewarded. As nephh, the raid boss himself, ends up getting taken down, and that's that Rolling Thunder now that you do not have to be concerned about for the remainder of this round.
It's a nice little identification here by Team Liquid. You know, neph's been kind of guarding that angle, and it's cost them. Spot from Levius. Just gonna have to use the cage to get out. Meanwhile, oh man.
Meanwhile, Serial's just pushing forward, and the ult is there. It's almost like rushia realized that they were going to lose their player and have the spike on the floor. Instantaneous to get the pickup.
Makes a TP.
Spike now planted. whzy staying tucked here into the corner. Shrugs off the relay bolt. rushia instantly gets the clear here. Paranoia going to be sent, but they haven't scouted whzy. As rushia finds another. TP's for the reposition to push forward, looking for timing there as Levius is able to find one. Swing around the corner though. Drone doesn't look right. He actually hasn't spotted, but now they know. There's the reveal, and now Levius is in a bad spot, down to 25. TP forward. As Keiko just refilling that space in Cubby.
whzy gets damaged.
And Levius has not read this at all, so he just gets taken down. The spray going to be a little bit off, though. Camo unable to find that kill. nephh fighting back. Finds it, and K-Knight expounds upon it. paTiTek gets taken down. whzy looking for the timing swing. To come away with one, but the trade up here is just monsters from Bilibili. 3 players still alive. Keiko. They have a fault line ready, just off any kind of contact. No, they just send it on a timing.
Individually.
And now he's got an attack off on the Neon. TP forward once again. Bit of a window mid-crunch here. As Penny sending out that curveball, but will just be snapped back. Ult value ultimately not going to be found as Camo similarly is pushing out with no assistance. Ends up falling to the wayside. Keiko is at least able to find a kill. Tag down to 25. He has to use the ult just to get out safely. The dust settles. We find ourselves now on a 4v4.
It's just crazy. Team Liquid is just trying to press the advantage, but whzy has the angle held.
That's the problem is Team Liquid. They need to try to re-clear. They need to try to get information. It leads to them just dry swinging. Still going tit for tat here. It'll be a 3v3.
Gotta be careful.
Oh. Quite a bit of damage dealt. The kill cannot be found.
Man, you want to keep K-Knight alive. He has that ult for the post plant. That was crucial that he wins that fight.
Serial in position. Could go for the lockdown over at window.
30 seconds left.
And we'll just do it on a timing.
Hi, I'm pissed.
BLG. They will go ahead and push off the back of this. Side plant.
Spike
Towards that A
planted.
connector. Serial's able to find one. nephh going to be taken down. K-Knight down to a sliver of HP, but whzy still breathing. Still firing back. It all comes down to Keiko. Serial looking to maybe try to break through this garage position, but whzy staying quiet, saying tuck. No, actually swings out and dies. And Serial nearly gets himself a second kill. High-end's going to be lobbed in there. Camo able to find Levius. His spike can now be planted. Ping reveal, but no way to really play off the back of that.
Great usage of the util early again for Penny.
Curveball getting the connection. Camo finding the shots. Double. Just
See K-Knight shifting over.
not going to dissuade much when you have an Eon. Camo just sprinting in towards backside. K-Knight does get the shutdown. Penny interrupted. And Camo is absolutely tearing them asunder. 2 quick kills going to be found. Paranoia gets sent out. Oh, a timing there. Penny unable to escape. Still, though, damage dealt as Keiko set up here at backside. Rushia now all alone to try to clutch the stairs. Goes in for the swing. Rushia.
BLG has left. Oh, wow. whzy.
whzy. And that's the outlaw. Finds that kill up and over the top. There's Rushia just kind of dancing around on the B site. Does get a bit of damage onto Camo, but cannot confirm the kills. 4v4. With all this chaos in mid, this does allow for nephh to slide forward, gets himself tucked in, and Penny is quick to trade it out, but cannot prevent the deaths as K-Knight similarly does shut down the Phoenix. Suddenly we go into a 2v2. whzy working his way across towards this A site. Levius slowly drifts his way in towards hell. Sheriff in hand in this position, completely and utterly uncleared. Can he find the timing to interrupt the plant? No, can't do that, but he can certainly collect one. And Serial will get taken down. Keiko trying to get the spray.
Depending on what they can find that's open.
Spot out on the 2, but Levius a bit whiffy there with the spray. Just setting up the wall as nephh peek in from that A connector. He's able to find one, but Camo shuts him down. Knife onto the alarm bot, the window being watched. Overdrive now popped. His Team Liquid go for a pivot across over towards that C site. Rushia, however, tucked in at the cubby. He's going to look to try to catch them off guard here. Caught a glimpse, but cannot catch the shots. Hunter's Fury, however, out from K-Knight, able to find Serial as the plant goes down. The swing forward, Rushia clutches out Camo as it's now all down to paTiTek, and he cannot. Forward pushing. Levius sat here towards back site. Paranoia goes across, TP towards top plat. We'll see that the site is opened up, and that's going to be the plant now. Coming in here for Team Liquid. BLG quickly getting clustered up as a 3-man push in towards a window. Drone going to be cleared out. Needs a little bit of damage here. Let's go for the reposition. Spots out the camera, clears that. whzy trying to sprint his way in, ends up onto the wayside as Keiko comes up huge. Sends the peak, and now operator is going to be confirmed, but it's going to be a fast push coming through out of the sewers. whzy on the re-peak, however, here at long, we'll find one. Kamo gets a kill onto K9. He's just gonna no-scope him. Right into the back is nephh, trying to play anti-flash, but Paranoia connects onto him all the same. Still gets himself aligned against the boxes. Keiko TPs across towards the defender spawn. As the spike gets wrapped around.
You should run.
Lockdown in play. Curveball coming through, but rushia ahead of it. On a huge timing, his hands just strafing him! You can see though, if they're gonna run this back. Team Liquid, it needs to start now, but Penny is out into the open. Ultimate immediately nullified by rushia up on top of the box. Look for the double peek, but whzy? How's he gotten here? I haven't even looked at the minimap. He's suddenly in around the back, outside of a lobby. paTiTek dead. There's nowhere to go but forward onto this A side. Serial Keiko desperately fighting back. As Penny does find rushia. A 2v2. Penny slowly ticking up, getting some heals, but Serial dead from above. They're finding the timing as it now comes down to Penny. To try to clutch this out. To keep Liquid afloat, to give them the opportunity. It's been a while since he's been on a master stage like this. A curveball in hand, but he doesn't need it. rushia gonna look to try to go for this peek and finds the timing as Levius is there as well.
What a read.
Penny dead, whzy, he's swinging around the back once again. Stun of the Keiko, it's nothing that he can do. One by one. Looking to get aggro here, but the turret dissuades him. Might just have saved Team Liquid as they quickly get themselves barreled in towards this B site. Cam is set up. Shock not going to be able to get the hit there. Fury going out, looking for some targets, and Kamo making that stinger sing.
Last player standing.
Keiko holds down Garage, whyzy dead.
Out. I don't think Penny's gonna...
Damage onto Levius. Rushia up and over the top, immediately going to be dropping back as Kamo overdrive. Popped, working his way forward. Out of Garage, sets up the fast lane. Gets a ping reveal onto one, spots out nephh. Instantly finds the kill. Penny gets rid of Levius. Rushia still here at backside, but now they know exactly where he's at. He's fully flashed up, and Penny's able to get the elimination. K9 once again, last one standing. This time, no.
Go if they decide to go for the B hit.
For a little bit of a trap play here. Fury, however, it's going to be a big whiff at the end. Nothing spotted now. Don't have that to try to dissuade a plant coming through. Kamo, hell of a lot of damage dealt, but he can't quite find an elimination.
paTiTek, he's waiting for whyzy.
Swinging it around the back, and paTiTek is able to win out the fight. Gets himself his third kill. He might just have gotten his team into this OT to still have a chance to take us to that map 3. Penny instantaneously finds Levius there in the head. K9 dropped. It's just nephh and rushia to try to turn this on its head, but it's just not gonna happen. nephh all alone, whittled away, down to 37. Spots out Serial, but can't do a damn thing about it. They know he's not on it. The time is bleeding away. The recon cleared out, but there's a... See how they fare. This is gonna be a bit of a crunch for crunch.
Got a couple players ready.
Penny watching here on the angle. Smoke does come through, blocking them off the connector. Tiny amount of damage gonna be taken there as they send out the hot hands as well as a shock, and Kamo notes the lurk. K9 dead. It's got to be a repump, but a double push into B. The spike at the moment is going down into sewers. It's about to hit Kamo, and Kamo finds himself with a 3K.
Last player
Levius is now the last one alive for Bilibili. The time is not there. The round is already... 2 trips to try to intercept. The smoke does fall. Tripwire going to be cleared. Recon up over the top. Does get the ping reveal here onto Levius. A slide to the back. Kamo able to go ahead and find that kill, but whyzy quickly trades it back. 1 for 1. Sat here, tucked into the corner, fighting back. Serial dead. Penny killed off at the same time. Keiko now activating the flank, sends out the Paranoia, trying to open up for paTiTek, but the time is just not there. The spike is stranded on the opposite side of the site. More concerned, it's quickly cleared out. Fastlane now going to be sent. Couple shots out from Serial, fishing for some damage, but none to be found. Spike quickly going to be planted here. Legally in control. Team Liquid now needing to go for the retake.
This is normally where Bilibili's really good, really solid, is in these post plants. But it's a straight up 5v5. Still have the paranoia, still have some flashes. Now you know where whzy's at.
It's exchanged, and paTiTek just swings in. Ping reveal long enough to be able to find that kill, but Camo Serial quickly going to be taken down as they're out into the open. And K9 camera has nephh nearby to try to slow up this approach. Just TP up on top of the plat. A little bit of a stun there. On to Keiko, looks for the transfer, cannot make it happen. It's just going to be a 1-for-1. Richard finds the kill. whzy
Spike down.
find one, but the trades are there from Team Liquid. Keep themselves in with a player advantage. Rushia and K9 try to get themselves back into this site, but it seems like it's not going to happen. They have to clear out 2 more. Spike now being planted. Shock dart doesn't connect. Run it back is there. Quickly cleared. K9 sees his head. Tries to spray him down, but Penny stands tall. G being it quiet here to start. Now looking to try to storm their way forward onto the site. However, stun connecting whzy. He's not able to get around back site, so they cannot get a pick here onto Serial. Keiko TPing forward. Serial finding the shot. Rushia going to be taken down. Aftershock to try to push him out into the open. Here comes the sprint. Here comes the spray. Definitely for the transfer on for the turn. Cannot make it happen. Serial is there.
You can't fault line whzy when he's got that relay bolt nailed on top of Serial to clear back flat, and that's when things crumble. That buys Team Liquid the time.
LG back onto the defense. whzy up and over the top. Here's the sprint coming through. Instantaneously finds a headshot. Penny going to be taken down. Camo alive. Still looking to scale forward here. Gets the spot out. Gets some damage in, but cannot confirm the kill there. And Serial fighting back for 2 more. Nephh into the corner, finding one, but it's not fast enough for Keiko. It's all on Levius. The swing in, finds a headshot, but Serial gets it done!
Fantastic. BLG on the attacker side, trying to get through B, but Camo tucked in the corner.
whzy just bounding forward, but it doesn't even matter! Serial's just absolutely mowing them down! 3 quick kills, whzy. Able to clear the shield here, but the headshot.
Utility there, but opts to not go for it. Now they're going to try a little bit more of a crunch attack towards B. Oh, what?
Yeah, double line up there. That's going to be the duelists now eliminated, taken away from Team Liquid. Shots from Rushia.
Cage triggered.
There's the spike now, going to be ushered across the map. Serial investigating over towards Market. K9 will just swing out, challenges in, wins the fight. He's made paTiTek position known over by Boba. As Rushia does get caught on timing. Penny able to find that one, can get the weapon upgrade. Takes a TP, but still has no real way of getting into this position. We'll have to reroute the paTiTek. It's a hell of a headshot. And if nothing else, making this costly for Bilibili. Still going to be net positive for Team Liquid.
You know you got to break through onto B main.
There's a little bit of room there to try to work with, but forced off the defuse. Penny get taken down. Bilibili very much well poised to go ahead and close this out with 3 players surviving.
Here goes whzy.
Oh, gets a spot out. Don't think he was anticipating that whatsoever. Closes the gap. Gets on top of Penny before the TP can come through. paTiTek does manage to fight back. Gets the trade. For one thus far is the drone coming in over the top, looking to try to get the spot out. Wall going to be sent. paTiTek over Rushia, TPing up over the top, ends up just getting dropped.
Deploying drone.
You just got K9 trying to maybe play for a timing here on the drone, but just cannot close that gap.
Take a little bit more space. Make sure that A is cleared out. And here's the neural theft. So Serial gonna know for sure.
There's the trip. And cleared. Cam as well, getting the dart. Slows him up for a little bit longer as the market door broken open. Levius, the lion's share of weight here on his shoulders, gets the damage across, and oh, Keiko just straights into the headshot. Serial though, trying to be the hero! Icon cleared, just a slow drift forward here. Nephh and whzy ready to try to pop flash, send it out through the smoke. Never gonna get caught there, but Keiko still able to find one as whzy gets taken down.
Take flight.
Nephh on the trade, null command now popped as they storm their way forward onto the A side. Penny trying to hold the corner here. Slides back in towards the alley. Fights up against K9, gets some damage in, but cannot confirm the kill. Player advantage now. The fight gets ready to come through, but Team Liquid in position to try to go for a flood retake. The fragment will delay.
Spike planted.
And Camo has to win this battle. Oh, and he cannot. K-Knight's got him.
Was looking back over towards main. Getting taken down.
Last
Serial
player standing.
flushed out. K-Knight coming alive here. 3K for the Sova. They're looking for a little bit more. Absolutely do. Now they're going to look to try to up the pace here. Just around the corner. paTiTek getting an immense amount of damage there from the overdrive is okay. whzy pulled into the gulag. Swing around the corner. Clears it. Gets the headshot. Knocks Keiko out of the park. On the last player that you wanted to grab up with that ultimate.
I was just about to say it.
whzy, he's good for it. Now tucked in here behind the box. Swing from nephh about to come through. Relay bolts sent flying. whzy now ready to strike. Tucks back in, covering fire is there.
Beautiful.
nephh bails him out.
Theft. paTiTek has his ultimate as well. Ooh, out in the open. That's one for
Spike
Camo with the
down
Sheriff.
A.
No more found.
Go, go, go.
Decent value found here for the side of Team Liquid.
And now you know.
Now in hand is Hunter's Fury. Also opened up. paTiTek getting a tag on the one. There's the kill. whzy taken down. The final
Spike
pump
down,
gets rushia to
team.
boot.
I have retrieved the spike.
Team Liquid
I must wait a moment.
looking to keep this scoreline separated.
Just incredible. The info gathered off that one Sheriff kill. They know they have to rotate back over.
On Serial. Spots him out. They know where this spike is going to end up. Plan to come through, but can they hold the line? Another weapon. Two more now picked up, and Serial striking first. K-Knight flushed out of market. Swing forward, gun barrel spot, but Levius down to 1 HP. Can't do a damn
At
thing.
all. This has to be explosive for Bilibili.
0 point does get the reveal here onto Camo. Penny swinging out, able to strike, finding one. Keiko similarly though
Spike
peeking
down
in.
A.
Self-elimination holds down K-Knight. rushia on the swing. We'll find one. The backstab now trying to be activated here from Levius. Once again, gets some damage in, but cannot confirm that kill.
30 seconds left.
Spike still on the floor here at backside. rushia swinging
I know
on the corner. Does he
exactly.
find the timing? Yes, he does. Neural step now invested. Serial getting the reveal here. They line up.
Gotta be careful if whzy accelerates.
Oh, okay, well, now you know. whzy looking for the punish? He's able to find it up on the floor. Penny has dropped. BLG, sight is wide open for the taking.
Just the instincts there from whzy.
How are you meant to try to retake this? The null command now as well. In your face is just nullifying everything. Keiko just managed to find one. That's the first step. The re-swing out. whzy whipping. Camo comes up with the kill. One noted a shoulder, an elbow spotted. Jiggle peek confirming as rushia trying to go for the reposition there, but gets caught. TP in hand. paTiTek able to put him down. He's still low on HP, but he's still fighting back. Finds that kill, leaves it out all to nephh. Ring around the rosy. Shorty v Shorty, but nephh has got the lower end of this deal, but he's just playing time. He's dancing on him.
These openings in Team Liquid's defenses.
Slippery as Levius has him lined up here at top mid. Keiko and paTiTek both gunned down. Serial now to try to hold down this B side. The Hunter's Fury, however, is perfectly dialed in on him, and whzy will come away with a headshot. Pushing forward here into the smoke. Camo dead. whzy instantaneous. The overdrive popped because why the hell not? It's the last round of the half, and Penny would have to pull off an ace clutch. Hits the paranoia, holds him off for now, but he cannot delay the 0 point over the top. Doesn't get cleared. Get a decent amount of info, but rushia able to just go ahead off the rip, find a kill. Camo dead. nephh, listen to that pop flash. Smoke does blue. Full blind there on a Serial, but he is still able to get himself onto the site. Flush out the enemy Omen. 4v4, paTiTek. It's 24 HP, but
Spike planted.
no real damage.
So you have a way around this.
Particularly has to clear it out, so eyes can be set back behind him. Gun barrel spotted. That's going to be a headshot through the box here as K-Knight doing an immense amount of damage. Only confirming the one kill. Field position now going to be noted. whzy is just mowing him down
Lead the way with the drone.
Double damage, looking for the punish here. Just running it down here is Camo, but K-Knight is there.
Great.
The layers are there to back this up. Quick clear on the drone. Shock dart going to be sent. K-Knight eating a bit of damage, sees the wall. Shock of his own. Soften up the players here a bit. Ends up getting dodged. Site open, plant in the open as well.
Spike planted.
Spike in play. whzy once again trying to swing around from the back, but has to clear this wire.
Just trying to math away that he doesn't have to shoot it.
Oh, getting spotted. Rushia.
Oh my.
Good for one, looks for two. Can't quite make that happen with Levius. Still there, running and gunning with that Spectre in hand, but Serial already eating a bit of damage as well. Here on the camera.
Go, go.
It's 3 players here on this side. Relay bolt to try to delay. Fragment, try to cut off market access, and K9 finds both duelists of Liquid. Kamo, Keiko, both going to be taken down. Thrown now out onto the corner, gets the spot here onto Serial. Spike still in market. Swing coming through. whzy able to find one. Serial going to be dropped. whzy on the repeat, loses his head. But paTiTek is completely contained within a corner, and it's gonna... Let's see how they start this. That's a fantastic way to kick this off. As Serial back to back, gorgeous headshots. Puts 2 players down on the floor. nephh now getting the reveal, spotting out this attempted aggression from A.
It's
The
you
plant will
and
now
me.
come through, and Levius, there is no escape other than to fight your way through. Walls falling, Keiko narrowly surviving.
And
Snaps
that's
back
the end.
through, full
Throw that
HP.
neural theft in there. Guardian.
It's not the op, but he's on the wrong side of the map to try to utilize it here. Kamo caught by the tripwire. Levius is able to find one. Immediately sends out that neural theft. Breaks the shield of Keiko, but ends up falling, so the reset comes through. Hunter's Fury going across. nephh the fragment able to find Keiko. paTiTek fighting back for one. nephh left on the floor. A 3v2. whzy now getting into position.
Oh, spike down A.
Flushed out by the shock dart. Serial once again has to try to clutch things out.
Neon. Oh my God.
Russia's just, he's basically pre-firing the angle. Breaks the shield, hits the headshot. Now the null command's gonna be popped, and it seems like they have a pretty damn good idea of where Penny went with that TP. paTiTek able to find one. Penny puts them down. They line up, and Penny comes up with 3.
Enemy down.
Ends up falling to the wayside. The res can come through. It's a hell of a lot faster than it used to be. Spike is planted, and Kamo is here for the backstab. nephh is well tagged. That shot got him through the box.
Flash.
Down to 50 HP. Seems like the heroics of Penny,
Suppressing.
they have just been enough to go ahead and get them at least this extra round win. We're gonna try to fight this out. And you get K9 into the perfect position, but Team Liquid, they make the right choice. They successfully strafe away. Pushing out. Paranoid tucks in back sight, and Serial through the smoke just gets a headshot onto whzy. Maybe some noise made to try to give it away, but this judge isn't gonna find too much else other than a bit of damage.
30 seconds left.
Spike now to be planted with just this
planted.
ghost. Kamo taking
Bye-bye.
point. Ooh. Taking names, finds the kill, nephh dead, and that's the other 2 players once again having to go for a save. Team
They're
Liquid.
able to just not fall for the one on B, go over to A, where there's the judge, and you put a cam right outside of the smoke that forces Rushia back. He tries to hide the judge, switches over to Classic to clear it. And they
K9
still
pause, and it seems like it's going to be a timeout call here from Bilibili. What?
Dude, Serial is just feeling it. That is filthy.
Need an admin to check that PC. That is
Something to be wary of for sure.
Oh, whzy dragged in once again. Can he get the victory? The answer is yes, he absolutely can, but now he's going to be likely at risk as he snaps back in. No, he's just fighting right back. Serial, paTiTek, 2 minutes, go ahead. Trade back a couple kills, but suddenly Serial left all alone. Tripwire gives the position away, swings in, spots one, and
Use a drone to check the front of B site here. Being left open a bit, just the cam.
Nowhere.
Here we go.
Fury going to be set down. Kamo not able to find too much of anything there. paTiTek does manage to go ahead and get a pick onto Levius, as well as a pump of damage onto nephh. Puts him to 70. It opens up the site for the spike to now be planted. Drone trying to lead out. whzy overdrive popped. Wrapping back around. It's Boba side. K9 finding one.
You
Doesn't
see it?
check the box. Keiko striking. It's only able to find the one though. whzy zaps them all to death. The defuse to come in, and that's BLG closing out the series. 13